Big Extra writes in, and this is an interesting question for a lot of reasons. Hey, Arn, how'd you feel about Triple H inducting Ric Flair into the Hall of Fame? I felt like it should have been you doing the honors for Rick. You were side by side for all of your career and most of Rick's. What say you?
Well, I mean, that's one of those things that, Rick and I were friends for a long time. And, when we both came to work here, when the company was bought, my job went on a different trajectory as far as Rick and what his day looked like. It was completely different. I know him and Hunter, go a long way back, and Hunter is very, for the guys that helped him when he first started getting, started and getting in the business and stuff, he's very loyal to those guys. He remembers the Steve Regals, the Terry Taylors, the Ric Flairs, and he took care of Rick, and which I'm fine with that. And that was a good choice to put Rick in. I think it was a marquee choice. Thank you for the kind words. I've heard that many times. Hall of Fame is one of those things that it's only as important as the person, number one, views it in their head, the recipient of being put in. And the even more important thing about being in the Hall of Fame is, how are you received? How is that received by the fans? Because the fans either make it real or just some honor that they bestow on you and add you to the show. The reaction of the fans tell you if you truly are a Hall of Famer or not, because they let you know how you entertained them, how much you entertained them, how long you entertained them, and how they feel about you on that night just by their response. And I hope everyone out there knows how much we appreciate it and appreciate them, and realize that everything we do with the fans in mind.
It's interesting to say that, or to hear that you feel like Triple H took care of Rick, because I feel like a lot of times, for better or worse, you've been painted in that same deal where, for whatever reason, you were positioned as one of Triple H's guys. But I feel like the way you just explained that, maybe not so much.
Well, no, I was a talent. Talent and agents have two different relationships entirely with the office and with the other guys. You can be a former talent, but once you step into that role, it's something entirely different. And, I was never a guy that followed, Triple H around at TV, just trying to get on his good side. I was never one of those guys that stayed in Vince's office trying to get on his good side. I truly felt like I was hired to do the job as a agent / producer because of my knowledge, my wisdom, my maturity, the fact that I'd already done that job with WCW against some pretty stout odds with the personalities that worked there. And I looked at that as I was there to do my job. You can be friends with the talent and still do your job. And I know there's a lot of people on their inner circle that would say that's not possible. Bullshit, it is possible. You just got to be honest, and you just got to tell the truth. That's how you become friends with the talent and still be able to do your job. But your first job is to take care of the show and protect the company. Second job is to protect the talent, make sure everybody's safe, everybody's doing all the right things that they should. And it shouldn't be this far down the list, but it's just a reality. Then you got to make sure there's a hell of a show out there that the audience that paid feel justified in the fact that they paid to see this show. But you got to protect the talent. You got to protect the company. You got to make sure the talent's not doing stupid shit. You got to make sure that the fans aren't putting the talent in jeopardy. Very difficult job, and do a lot of traveling. and you're the first one there and you're the last one to leave. And there can be some really rotten weather, different parts of the country. Some of the worst lightning, thunderstorms, torrential rain in Texas that you've ever imagined. You can't even see. But you still got 330 miles to drive after that show. You can't wait till the next day and just hope that it blows over. You got to try to make that trip. And there's a lot of danger out there, and it's just a miracle there haven't been more wrecks in the business with guys making long drives and ridiculous drives through, mountains and you name it. It's a dangerous, difficult job. And most people just don't know that.
Now, Late to the Nitro Party writes, what is your favorite Spinebuster moment?
Well, it's got to be The Undertaker. Doesn't get any better than that. Was it WrestleMania? What was the number? You're the man.
That'd be 18 in Canada.
That's correct. That would be the one. He would have been one of those guys on the short list of guys that I didn't get to work with. I would have loved to have had like a program or a couple of matches or even one match with that guy. I mean, he is iconic. I mean, he is The Undertaker. And the feedback I get from a lot of people is they remember that as well. So, I mean, it really was a special moment.
Wow. I didn't really think about that, but as long as you were wrestling and as long as he was wrestling, I guess I just sort of assumed you guys had a match, but you never had a match with The Undertaker.
No, sir.